Coming up on Double Take Sports Talk, we will update you with headlines and news, matchups to start off the week in the NBA. That is next. All right, this is it. Double Take Sports Talk with the Watch Brothers. Thank you for tuning in. Darrell, on the opposite side, say hello to dinner with everybody.
Hello, welcome to the show. We're here.
We're here. All right, man. You doing good, man? How you feeling?
Doing good, man.
Okay, man. We got some things that we need to cover here this week in the NBA. Man, you ready to rock this one?
Let's do it.
All right, man. Let's do it.
All right, we will start from Sunday, March 12th, 2017. Final scores and key stats. There were 6 games. We'll start with the Chicago Bulls and the Boston Celtics. Boston wins this game with the final score of 180. Isaiah Thomas, 22 points in 24 minutes. The New York Knicks and the Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn wins this game with the final score of 120 to 112. Nets snap a 16-game home losing streak with that win. The Miami Heat and the Indiana Pacers. Pacers wins this game with the final score of 102 to 98. Paul George, 28 points, 10 rebounds. We'll get more into this game in just a moment. The Portland Trailblazers and the Phoenix Suns. Portland wins this game with the final score of 110 to 101. Portland outscored the Phoenix Suns by 10 points in the final 4 minutes of the game. The Cleveland Cavaliers and the Houston Rockets. Houston wins this game with the score of 117 to 112. James Harden, 38 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists. I don't know if I just realized I just said Houston win this game. In the last game of the night, the Philadelphia 76ers and the Los Angeles Lakers. Philly wins this one in a close one, 118 to 116. Darko Saric with a career high of 29 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. And now we go to yesterday's games, March 13, 2017. There was a total of 8 games. Let's start with the Chicago Bulls and the Charlotte Hornets. The Bulls wins this game with the final score of 115 to 109. Rajon Rondo, 20 points in return to the starting lineup. The Dallas Mavericks and the Toronto Raptors. Toronto wins this game with the final score of 100 to 78. The Milwaukee Bucks and the Memphis Grizzlies. Grizzlies wins this game with the final score of 113 to 93. Vince Carter, 24 points in his first start of the season. The Atlanta Hawks and the San Antonio Spurs. Spurs wins this game with the final score of 107 to 99. Excuse me. The Washington Wizards and the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Wolves wins this game with the final score of 119 to 104. Ricky Rubio, 22 points, career high, 19 assists. The Los Angeles Clippers and the Utah Jazz. Jazz wins this game with the final score of 114 to 108. Utah Jazz takes a 2-game lead over the Clippers in the playoff run. The Orlando Magic and the Sacramento Kings. Sacramento wins this game with the final score of 120 to 115. Elfrid Payton records his 3rd triple-double of the season. And in the last game, the Los Angeles Lakers and the Denver Nuggets. Denver wins this game with the final score of 129 to 101. Nikola Jokic, 18 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. Then your final scores and stats for both Sunday, March 12th, 2017, and Monday, March 13th, 2017.
All right, there you have it. Final scores and stats from the previous games from the 12th and the 13th. Okay. So, all right, let's go ahead and take a recap back to the Pacers and the Heat game. Darren, they came out with a fantastic win against them. What did they actually do? What is it that they actually did that the Pacers did to win this game?
Well, just flat out, they played their brand of basketball.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing really much to it. Miami out-rebounded them. But other than that, it was just they played their brand of basketball. They shot the ball better than Miami. They just pretty much just cooled them down just like how you wanted them to.
Mm-hmm.
Just cool them down. So you got.
I was hoping at that point that they would have to slow them down because I didn't think they had a chance to win this game at all. So considering the fact that, the Pacers only won by 4, that's good enough to actually cool a Miami Heat team down like that.
Yeah, so that was just pretty much what they did. They just played their brand of basketball, and they won the game because of it.
All right. Good job for the Pacers. They did what they had to do.
Congratulations to them, although we did not pick them to win that game. They went out there and they proved us wrong, and I love it when being proved wrong by an NBA team.
So do I. I love it. So that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
That is fair enough for me. All right. Speaking of the Pacers again, we're going to shift gears this time. We're going to go ahead and preview tonight's game, the Pacers and the Knicks. They will be, of course, at New York, the Big Apple, Madison Square Garden. That is going to be a 7:30 tip-off. And that is going to be aired locally, Fox Sports Indiana. Now, of course, Pacers coming off that big win against the Heat. And the Knicks, which I don't remember.
Knicks came off a loss.
Okay, they came off a loss against the Nets. Oh, yeah, that's right. They snapped their skid. I think they're 16-game skid or something like that.
Brooklyn snapped a 16-game home losing skid.
That's what it was. And in this in particular case, the Knicks really don't have much to prove to this point. They still have a legitimate shot for, a playoff seed, but it looked like it's just going downhill every minute that they see. So, and the Pacers need this win to actually improve their chances of actually just dropping again. So this is going to be pretty big for the Pacers if they want to win tonight. The last minute that they had, the Pacers had jumped out to a 14-point lead, but then, of course, the Knicks charged back. They won by 6, 103 to 109. That was at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Paul George had scored 31 points in that game. And, of course, he had tied the game with a pair of free throws, which I thought he was going to miss, hit and miss, the 1 and 2. So that's what he's good for, but I'm not afraid to get into all that. The projected starters for tonight's game. We're going to start it off with the Knicks. You got Derrick Rose and Courtney Lee is the 1 and 2. Carmelo Anthony is the 3. Kristaps Porzingis is the 4 guy, and Willie Hernangomez is the center, the 5. For the Pacers, you got Jeff Teague and Paul George as the 1 and 2. C.J. Miles as the 3. Thaddeus Young and Miles Turner as your 4 and 5. Injuries to report. Pacers do not have any to report. For the Knicks, of course, Joakim Noah, he is definitely out, and he might be out for the rest of the season with surgery to his left knee as he is rehabbing, which is a big loss for the Knicks, regardless of the fact that they still wasn't playing good with him, but they needed that rebounding cat, and Joakim Noah was the guy that actually had the face of that rebounding, guy in that sense. So they pretty much lost that one. All right, a couple things to note real quick before we head on to the analysis portion of this. The Knicks lead the all-time series with the Pacers 89-81. Knicks guard Courtney Lee and Pacers guard Jeff Teague both attended locally Pike High School in Indianapolis. And after 5 consecutive games of scoring single-digit points, Thaddeus Young has scored the double figures in 3 straight games. All right, there's the preview part of this. Darren, we'll take a look at some analysis real quick.
Yeah, let's take a look at tonight's game. Let's see what the Pacers can do to win this game. I have a couple problems. Actually, I got one big problem for the night's game. That kind of makes me very cautious to actually know what the Pacers is going to win this game tonight.
Right.
And it's this right here. Again, let me zoom this in. I keep forgetting to do that.
No worries.
Come on here. So
no worries.
So just for those of y'all that didn't see it, let's try this again. This right here. Where'd it go? Right here. This. Pacers only grab 8 offensive rebounds per game. Knicks grab 12. That's going to be my problem, which is going to lead to more of either this or this. Miles Turner, Thaddeus Young, Dwight Allen, CJ Miles, all these gentlemen is going to have to box out and keep these people off the offensive boards. Period. That's the only way they can win this game. Keep them off the boards and keep them off second chance points. The Knicks is third in the league in second chance points with 15.2. That poses a problem. I don't care if they are 26-41 against the Pacers. They do not box out as well as they need to. Mm-hmm. They need to be able to box out in this game to win it. They're going to need to box out. But other than that, the Pacers have a clear shot at winning this game if they still continue to do what they did Sunday night and play their brand of basketball. And that brand of basketball that I talked about and rolling on here, and I'm going to do it again.
Be on time, yeah. Be on time.
Be on time, period. Just make sure you get to your defense opponent on time. Mm-hmm. When you complete an offensive possession, do not slack off. Get back on defense. When you miss an offensive possession, get back on defense. Do not give this team a chance to make easy baskets and get a quick run going. Do not allow that. That's another way they can be able to win this game is to be on time.
Right there, good work. I agree with you, man. They're one of the problems right there. I have nothing else to interject with that. So that is absolutely good work. So I agree with that. They have to be on time. They need to be consistent on defense, and they cannot slack off. They cannot get lazy.
Nope.
Because if they do, they will capitalize. And that is something that the Pacers do not need to do to this point if they want to win this game tonight.
Mm-hmm.
All right. With that being said, once again, tip-off 7:30 at Madison Square Garden. Local TV, Fox Sports Indiana. Got New York's.
Madison Square Garden.
All right. Darren, we talked about this. Who do you have for this game tonight?
I'm actually looking for the Pacers to go 2 in a row. I actually got the Pacers looking to go 2 in a row tonight if they contain and do their job and just be on time. I got the Pacers going into this game tonight going 2 in a row.
I agree, Darren. I got the Pacers also. I see Paul George's consistency is starting to come back. He's not wildly inconsistent. He is actually staying on that consistent note. He is scoring like how he's supposed to. This is the reason why the Pacers are winning games up to this point.
And that too. But the other reason why they're winning games is because he's playing cat and mouse. That's the biggest thing. He's playing cat and mouse.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He is leading defenders to get everybody else open, and they are actually hitting their shots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now what if that failed on their behalf? That would be a whole nother subject to talk about.
Oh, yeah. But with the way CJ Miles can shoot a open, uncontested jumper, that's really actually a good thing because that's the easiest way to get a defense to slack off and to get an offensive run going. But they're going to need to be able to hit some of these contested shots at the same time.
Yeah,
that's what they're going to need to be able to do. Yeah. They're going to be able to score on a run. They're going to need to be able to take contact and be able to get in there and hit these shots with concentration.
Very well. I agree. So we both got the Pacers in this game. We believe that the Pacers can do what they did against a hot team like the Miami Heat. So that's going to be 7:30 tip-off. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at some headlines from the NBA, NFL, and MLB. From the NBA standpoint, John Wall, Karl Anthony Towns has been named Players of the Week. Congratulations to both of them cats for getting Players of the Week. And former Knicks announcer John
and Ressi.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Like. Yeah, that's what it looks like. You're about right. Of course, he died at 78. There's no cause of his death yet. We'll keep you posted on that. We'll keep your hearts and minds and thoughts and prayers to him and his family. Grizzlies Parsons is out indefinitely with a knee injury. We'll keep you updated on that also. Follow us on social media, Twitter at DTST2414 for more on this injury update. And lastly but not least, Andre Iguodala has been fined $10,000 for inappropriate comments during that loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I seen that coming.
I did too.
I seen it coming.
I did too.
I seen it coming.
I did too. So you're not the only one that's seen that coming.
Yeah, it was gonna come.
Yeah. So that was. It just seemed like to me just a lot of frustration on the behalf of Golden State.
Yeah.
Just because.
Yeah.
And feel that they lost Kevin Durant, they feel like they can't get anywhere anymore. Where just as of last year and the year before that, they did just well without him.
Well,
because he was with the Thunder.
Mm-hmm. And I think San Antonio took over first place in the Western Conference, I believe, with their win last night.
They should have.
I believe they did.
They Golden State lost today.
They
not played.
I don't think they played. I didn't
see it either.
Final scores and stats.
I didn't either.
No, I didn't see. No, they didn't play either night. Now that I think about it.
Nope. I don't see it.
Nope. Wow. Yeah, San Antonio played, but Golden State didn't play. So Golden State is starting to get out of that reach of actually containing their first spot in the
if they also keep losing too, so that's going to be a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a big thing. All right. Switching gears to the NFL. Main headline. DeMarcus Ware has announced his retirement after 12 seasons. Wade Phillips had touched up on DeMarcus Ware, saying that he was the Peyton Manning on defense.
Mm-hmm.
Odd, but I could believe it.
Mm-hmm.
I could believe it.
Yep.
Cordarrelle Patterson has signed with the Oakland Raiders.
Speed on the special teams return.
Oh, yeah. And he could be a good threat receiver, too, so he could play some viable role with the Raiders, too.
Oh, yeah. With Derek Carr, with him coming back, healthy as he is, it's going to be a wild ride in the AFC West.
It's going to be crazy.
Kansas City going to have a hard time trying to keep up.
Yeah, they are. They're going to have a hard time. I agree with that.
Denver ain't even going to be able to keep up.
Not with that type of –
And who's the other team in the AFC West? It's the team
now officially Los Angeles Chargers.
Oh, they really ain't gonna keep up. They ain't gonna keep up. Mm-hmm.
Well, Phillip Rivers just needs some threatened receivers. That's what he needs.
Still ain't gonna.
He needs some. No, he ain't. You're exactly right. But I feel that San Diego wants a chance. They need some offensive weapons.
They need some defensive weapons. They're going to need to be able to contain the defense to less points. They need a defensive threat. They can score on the offensive end. We've seen that all year long. It's defense that they stink at. They need defense.
Well, my problem with that is that you do need the defensive weapons, but the problem is that San Diego, Los Angeles Chargers offense, I'm not going to get used to this. Their offense don't leave the defense to enough rest. And this is why Los Angeles defense gets worn out. And this is why that this is a consistent problem for the defense. So I feel that San Diego can keep their defense off the field, at least, for time management purposes. I think the defense will be okay. But like I said, they've improved the score, but why not use time management when you score? Because the defense is worn out.
That's true. Yeah.
I just how I see it. But.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nick Foles returns to the Eagles on a 2-year deal. Yeah. And Indianapolis Colts has snagged a defensive end, I think his name Hunt, with 2-year deal. I didn't get his first name.
They are really making some big, quick changes that I didn't think they were going to be able to make just within this season alone. I thought this was going to take a couple years to be able to build a defense as quickly as they did.
Right. And that's the funny part. I was actually happy to sit down and read Greg Doyle's article.
I've seen it, but I didn't get to read it.
I read it, and he practically said, hey, give Ballard some time because he is really trying to fix Ballard's Gregson's
mistakes. I mean, he made a ton of mistakes, and everybody think that it's Pagano, and everybody's ready to see it's not Pagano. When this season come around, they're going to see it's not Pagano. They're going to see that it was Gritson because he made stupid mistakes.
Stupid decisions.
Oh, it's just stupid. I'm sorry. But
it was pretty bad. It was bad. It was bad. And look, and we're not the only one that can account for that. Everybody locally in the media sees that.
Oh, yeah.
This is Gregson's problem. Now Ballard's taking over.
Wait. You got one person that will not agree with that.
I don't even want to know.
Bob Kravitz.
Oh, because he buddy with him. Man, stop that crap, man. Let's just admit he has really entirely effed up that team.
Yeah.
Really. Let's just be real about it. He effed up that team.
Oh, yes, he did. Yeah, he knows.
You know it.
He ain't going.
He knows it exactly. He's buddy with him. He knows it. I know it. You know it. Everybody knows it.
Yeah.
So if you think that you're trying to cover for your best friend because that's your best friend, you got a problem, pimp. I only know why you sit up here being a communist for, the sports ordeal. If you're going to be sitting up here, you call yourself the outspoken person. You call yourself the truthful person. You call yourself, that in-depth person. We got a problem right now. That's just how I see it. I'm just not ready to get into any more of that.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, I agree.
That's just a bunch of crap. I can't sit up here and deal with that kind of ordeal if you're going to sit up here and, feel this and feel that, and then you want to sit up here and cover this and cover that. Nah, I ain't good with that.
I ain't feeling it either, Darrell, so don't feel bad. I ain't
good with that. I ain't good with that at all. All right. See, I keep getting this froze up ordeal with the MLB.com. I am just so hot about this.
If I knew what I did with my stuff, then I would have been able to. Oh, it's right here. Let's see what's going on in the MLB right now. I don't think there's really not too much going on.
I don't see nothing going on either. I am looking. Of course, I still got previous news from.
Well, it's just more of the 2017 World Baseball
Classics, yeah.
All this good stuff. There's not really much going on except our prospective teams supposed to be playing. Let's see.
You got the Cubs and the
Brewers.
They got 4:05 tip-off. I don't see St. Louis.
No,
I think they got the night off.
Yeah, they got the night off.
They got the night off.
Yeah, they will be playing tomorrow.
Okay. Yep, right now it's just
the Minnesota Twins.
All right. So Cubs and Brewers today, 4:05 tip-off. Oh, I'll say that for final thoughts. I will say that for final thoughts. Well, right now, yeah, we could go right to that right now.
Yep.
Final thoughts, Darren. You got any?
No, sir. I do not.
Okay. All right. I just happened to look on the local news and I've seen this. Cubs fans, including myself, but they will bring the World Series title to Indy this weekend.
Oh, really? Didn't know that.
Yes, they are. They are bringing the World Series title to Indy, and Indy fans can look at it that are Cubs fans.
There's a lot of them here.
There's a lot of them here.
Yes,
it is. There's a lot of Cubs fans.
They take up the majority of that base. They take up more of that base because of Chicago being so close to Indy. And then on top of that, nobody is not. I rarely see any White Sox fans hanging around
I don't either.
It's rare because every time I see somebody, it's always blue. Some type of blue. Cubs, Pacers, Colts, some kind of blue.
Even the Bears.
Yep, Bears.
But it's starting to diminish since we have an NFL team here. It has diminished quickly.
Diminished. If there was a Major League Baseball team, if the Indians just so happened to be a Major League team afterwards, oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness,
man. Yeah. That would turn from well, maybe not. Now that I think about it, because there's too many diehards. I don't think nobody's going.
Diehard Cubs fans. Yeah. I don't think I could make the switch like that. I'll probably support the Indians. I'll probably be a fan, but not more than the Cubs, man. I can't do it. Nope. I can't do it. I've been a Cubs fan since 1998. I can't.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't do that.
Yep.
I couldn't make the switch like that, like how I want to.
Yeah.
So. All right. If there's anything else, we go ahead and wrap this up. All right, that's another edition of Double Take Sports Talk. If you like what you see, you can give the video a thumbs up. If you have any comments, how you felt about today's show or anything else, you can just comment on the comment section below, as usual. Of course, we're here as usual. But until then, I'm Darrell. Darren's on the opposite side.
Oh, yeah.
All right, catch up with us on another episode of Double Take Sports Talk. Until then, ciao. Double Take Sports Talk here with me, Darrell Watts. As many of you know, me and Darren enjoy talking sports and giving out stats, but we also enjoy entertaining while doing it. So with that being said, you can check us out on the social media side and get more involved in our podcast. We're on Twitter at DTST2414, or you like us on Facebook, Double Take Sports Talk page at The Watch Brothers. We're also on YouTube. Like, share, do what you got to do with that. Once again, we don't mind. Also, we are finally back on the podcast app for audio-only purposes for those who enjoy audio-only of our podcast. We're also on the blog, feature critical thinking and analysis, and you can check that out at doubletakesportstalk.blogspot.com. Thanks again.